Karyn Bryant for MMA H.E.A.T. I'm here with Demian Maia. He's fighting Ryan LaFlare. It's tricky to say that's going to be happening in April down in Rio. What did you feel about this matchup the first time you heard it? Was it a name you were familiar with yet?
Yeah, I saw him fight before, and I know a lot of people don't know him, but he's pretty tough. He never got, he never lost. He's 11-0, and I know it doesn't matter. Sometimes the public doesn't know everybody because just because they're upcoming, but doesn't mean he's not tough as a top 5 or top 6 contender. So I know it will be a great fight and a tough fight.
What do you see about him in terms of his skill set that you feel presents the greatest challenge?
For me, he's pretty well-rounded. As far as I see his fights, he has a good wrestling, very good wrestling, good on the ground, good jiu-jitsu, and stand-up is good too. And he can fight stand-up, he can fight on the ground. So I don't see any gaps in his game.
Well, you are the person, a lot of people in this position, if I were Ryan, I would think, wow, beating a guy like Demian Maia is going to be a big deal. Do you feel a sense of the new guard coming in and wanting to get names like you and trying to tick off a Demian Maia on their list, the importance of the significance of what a win would mean?
Yeah, but I don't care about that, because I don't put that pressure on myself. I think, I know in the end of the day we both fighters, we both train hard, we both tough, and I don't take me as a favorite or something like that. I just go there and will do my best.
How do you keep evolving? Because that's the one thing that's tricky when you've been in the game a long time. People get comfortable, they have the same training partner. So what have you been doing to kind of mix it up and keep new ideas coming into your camp?
I think love, I love what I do, and so every time I train, I have a training camp, I love to learn new stuff. So I go there, I love boxing, I love kicks, I love wrestling very much. I would be a wrestler if I wouldn't be a jiu-jitsu fighter, and of course jiu-jitsu. So every time I train, I love to train. I go there, with a lot of desire to train. Sometimes you're tired, but I love to see techniques, to see new stuff every day, and MMA gives you this opportunity because it's not just to close. It's open. There's a lot of techniques going on, and people are creating things every day. So that's for me is the greatest thing. So for me it's always exciting, and as far I can keep exciting, I know I will be involving.
The first round of your fight with Rory MacDonald was very exciting. Do you go back and watch that tape and see how close you came to winning that fight right away?
Yeah, and it's very painful that,
I'm sorry.
Because, like I said, I won, very well the first round, and he won the second, and the third one was the thing, because when I took him down, I said, okay, now, if I'm able to control, even if I don't get the submission, I will win the fight. But then, he was able to stand up because I made a mistake. And I know a mistake that I made, that how I should, work on his guard pass. But he started shining that day, and he deserves, he will be fighting for the title. And, I hope we meet one day again.
And in terms of your health, how are you feeling right now? I heard it was a pretty serious scare with the infection got in your bones, is that correct?
Yeah, but, I'm pretty healthy. I don't feel nothing. And, I was able to do the camp, I'm able to do my camp, in a perfect shape. And the weight went a little bit higher. And in one point I was higher than I ever been, even in the middleweight, like more than 205, yeah.
Did you take pictures? Actually, it would be sort of funny to see chunky Demian.
Yeah, but it was terrible, yeah. But now it's okay, I'm dropping, and everything will be fine.
Nice. And out of the other fights that were announced at Welcome to the Show, is there one that you're particularly interested in seeing?
Oh, all. I think, of course, Vitor and Weidman, and Rumble and Jones. I love to see Lyoto fight. Some people say, I think it's boring. I don't think. I like to see techniques. I like to see different stuff. If everybody goes there and fight the same, like just exchanging punches, take down, control. It's it's what everybody does. It's Of course, you know, it's good if you're good enough on that, you should do that. But I mean, for me, it's very interesting to see different stuff, not just all the same stuff. I think that's what makes the sport interesting. Some people are specialized in something. Like if you see Lyoto moving, it's something to learn. It's something that if you like fights, doesn't matter if you know, sometimes there is not too many punches throwing. It's interesting to see different stuff.
No, I agree. I am a Lyoto fan for sure. And last question for you is, as you are getting older, you know, sometimes for people it's harder for them to make the weight. You mentioned your old middleweight days. Would you go back up?
No, I don't think so. You know. I always, you know, all my life I was skinny when I was growing up. So for me, it's not hard. I think when I stop to fight, I will be even more, skinnier, you know. Some people, when they stop to train, they get, you know, bigger. When I stop to train, for example, if I have I lose weight, you know. I mean, I gain fat, but I lose, you know, pounds. Yeah.
Okay, well, best of luck to you in your fight with Ryan. It's going to be great.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm Demian Maia, and you are watching MMA H.E.A.T.